Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is a crucial tool used by governments to manage and influence their economies. It involves the use of government spending and taxation to achieve specific economic goals. Let's explore the key aspects of fiscal policy. The government has two primary tools at its disposal when it comes to fiscal policy: government spending and taxation. Government spending refers to the various government expenditures, such as investments in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and defense. These expenditures have a significant impact on the overall economy. Taxation, on the other hand, involves levying taxes on individuals and businesses. Different types of taxes, such as income tax, sales tax, and corporate tax, influence economic behavior and revenue generation for the government. Now, let's explore two important concepts within fiscal policy. First, we have an expansionary fiscal policy. The aim of expansionary fiscal policy is to stimulate economic growth and increase aggregate demand. Governments can achieve this by increasing spending on projects like infrastructure development and providing tax cuts to individuals and businesses. These measures can encourage spending, investment, and job creation, thus boosting the economy. On the other hand, we have contractionary fiscal policy. This policy is used when the economy is overheating, and there's a risk of inflation or budget deficits. To counter these challenges, governments may reduce government spending and increase taxes. These measures can help slow down the economy, control inflation, and reduce deficits. An important concept to understand in fiscal policy is the concept of fiscal policy multipliers. When the government increases spending or cuts taxes, it has a multiplier effect on the economy. This means that each dollar spent or saved by individuals and businesses leads to a greater overall impact on the economy. Understanding these multipliers is essential in predicting the effects of fiscal policy actions. Fiscal policy also plays a role in managing budget deficits and surpluses. A budget deficit occurs when government spending exceeds revenue, while a budget surplus occurs when revenue exceeds spending. However, fiscal policy does come with its own challenges and limitations. There are time lags in implementing fiscal policy measures, and their effectiveness can vary. Political constraints and coordination with monetary policy can also pose challenges. An example of fiscal policy is the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, ARRA, implemented in the US in response to the 2008 financial crisis. The ARRA was a significant fiscal stimulus package aimed at boosting economic growth and creating jobs. Under the ARRA, the US government increased government spending on infrastructure projects, education, healthcare, and renewable energy. These investments were intended to stimulate economic activity, create employment opportunities, and support industries that were affected by the financial crisis. Additionally, the ARRA included tax cuts and credits for individuals and businesses to encourage spending, investment, and hiring. By reducing tax burdens, the government aimed to provide individuals with more disposable income to support consumption and businesses with incentives to expand operations and hire additional workers. The implementation of the ARRA had both direct and indirect effects on the economy. Directly, the increased government spending led to job creation in sectors such as construction, education, and healthcare. Indirectly, the increased aggregate demand resulting from the fiscal stimulus supported businesses across various industries, leading to additional job creation and economic growth. The ARRA is an example of expansionary fiscal policy, where the government used increased spending and tax cuts to stimulate economic activity during a period of economic downturn. It highlights how fiscal policy can be used as a tool to mitigate the negative impacts of a recession and promote economic recovery. It's important to note that the effectiveness of fiscal policy measures can vary depending on the specific circumstances, the magnitude of the fiscal stimulus, and the overall economic conditions. And that brings us to the end of our video on fiscal policy. We've covered the tools, objectives, multipliers, challenges, and real-world examples. Understanding fiscal policy is key to comprehending how governments manage their economies. If you enjoyed this video and found value in its content, we kindly ask you to support our channel. Remember to subscribe to stay updated with future videos, hit the bell icon to receive notifications, and leave a comment to share your thoughts and engage in meaningful discussions. Thank you and see you soon.